Are you looking for big homes with affordable prices? Well, guess what? That's what we've got today. We're going to be touring two model homes here at the Winmore subdivision in Princeton. The homes that we're going to be looking at are over 3,000 square feet and are less than $500,000. And they have got some amazing amenities. So let's go ahead and hop in there right now. Okay, so our first model home that we're looking at is a trophy signature home, and this is the Winters floor plan. Now it is 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, and a little over 3,100 square feet. This is just a simply beautiful home. So let's go ahead and take a look around. Now, when you first enter in, one of the things that I notice is how tall our ceilings are. Look at that. That is so nice to have that nice open feeling. Now, this is the sales office. This will actually be your garage. But as we come into the left-hand side, you've got one of your secondary bedrooms right here downstairs. And it really is a very nice size room. You've got a nice walk-in closet. I mean, check it out. It actually goes all the way around. That's a nice walk-in closet. And then you have your bathroom right across the little hall. Now, I love this option right here because this would be perfect for your guests because it gets you away from, number one, all of the family, the living areas, but it's a separate bedroom area. Perfect for your guests. They have their privacy whenever they come to visit you. All right, now we come a little bit further in, and right off to the right-hand side, you have got your laundry area. And this is a nice little drop-off area. And this nice closet. So you've got a good coat closet right here up front. Now, I am going to suspect that your entrance from your garage is probably going to be right here through the laundry room because that backs up right into the garage. Okay, so let's come into our kitchen area. And this is a really nice and spacious area. So you've got your large quartz island. You have all of the counter and the cabinet space along the back wall. Tons of cabinet space. And then you've got a nice little area right over here off by the fridge. A great little coffee bar area. See, they've got that decorated as a coffee bar area. Now, this also has a really nice 5-burner gas range. I don't know about you guys, but I prefer cooking with gas over electric. I just think it cooks better. All right, now, you guys know that we always look at the pantries. Pantries are an important thing, and it's kind of funny because people are now starting to call me the pantry princess because I go in and we look at the pantries and we're kind of critical of them sometimes. You know, there's nothing worse than having a family of 4 with an apartment-sized pantry in a nice, big, spacious home like this. I mean, come on, ladies. You all know size does matter for pantries. So let's go ahead. We got pantry time coming up. Let's take a look at this pantry. So your pantry is right off the side. Let's see. Okay, now this is a fantastic pantry. So you've got plenty of space underneath for storage. Then you've got 5 nice shelves, and then plenty of storage up top as well. You know, when you make the run to Costco and you get the big bulk thing of your paper towels or the toilet paper and you never have a place to store them, you got plenty of room in this pantry. So I give the thumbs up for this one. All right, let's go ahead and go into the dining and the living area. So right off of your kitchen is your dining space. And it is a nice size area. And you've got windows both on the back wall and over to the side. So there's plenty of natural light. And you've got the vaulted ceilings that go way up. And that opens right into the living area. So plenty of space in your living area. Okay, now Trophy builds on 50-foot lots and 60-foot lots. And this was what I thought was pretty cool. So on your 60-foot lots, the homes are 3-car garage homes. And you get the exact same plans as you do on the 50-foot lots. And the 50-foot lots, they have the 2-car garage. So if you liked a particular plan, but you needed a 3-car garage, they can actually make that happen for you. Now, the backyard here is amazing, but I will tell you, this one is an oversized lot. The lots are not gonna be this big, but I will tell you, they are generous. Let's look outside. Okay. So when we come out on the back patio, you do have a nice covered patio. And then check out how big this yard is. Now, like I said, this is an oversized lot. The sales counselor was telling me this tree right here, that's going to be about where your normal size lots are going to end. But still, compared to some of the other subdivisions that we've seen, these are very spacious lots. I was quite surprised at how big these lots were, especially for the price point that we're looking in. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna head back inside before it gets too hot out there. So just off of our living area, we're gonna come into our primary suite. Now the primary suite is really, really big. I mean, you've got a king-size bed, your oversized nightstands. You still have plenty of room for your chair, and then you've got your dresser. And look at all the space that you still have to walk around the bed. This was a nice sized bedroom. I really like this one. Your double doors heading into the primary bathroom. And then your primary bathroom, you've got the single vanity, but you do have the dual sinks with your drawers and your cabinets. They also have a linen closet here in the primary bathroom, which I like. But check out this closet. So the closet is really large. And so not only do you have enough room, a lot of hanging space. So you've got your double hung on this side with your built-in shelves, single hung on this side, and then double hung on the two remaining sides. Really a nice size closet. And then you have a little extra storage area. This would have been what is right under the stairs. And a lot of times we will see where you have a closet that is under the stairs, but they've taken the space and actually added it to the primary closet. Kind of smart. All right, let's go ahead and we'll head upstairs. So when we come upstairs, we've got our game room right off to the side. I mean, it is really big. I mean, check out all the big furniture that they have here. The game table, the sectional couch. It does open up to the living area, so you can see how tall these ceilings really are. Right off of the game room, you've got your media room. So nice size. Oh, wow. Check out that couch. Now, I think that is going to be the absolute best movie watching couch I have ever seen. What do you guys think? Look at that. That's so soft. Yeah, that's a good movie watching couch. But you've got your nice media room, little storage area right here to the side. And then your secondary bedrooms will be off this direction. So you have three more bedrooms right up here, upstairs. So in this direction, you've got one of your secondary bedrooms. Once again, nice size, generous size, and then you've got your fairly standard closet. But I do like that they've done all of the doors are the paneled doors throughout the house. Now you have your secondary bedroom up here. They've done the dual sinks as well. And then you get to close off the shower tub combination. So somebody can be getting ready out here and then while someone's taking a shower. But this is one of the things I noticed. A lot of times the builders are putting in the plastic, liners. This is actually tile. So we've got a tiled shower area. I mean, that's so much better than that plastic liner, don't you think? You know what I'm talking about, because you can never get it clean. All right, now we're gonna go down this other hallway. And so right down the hall, you have another linen closet. And then you have the last of your two secondary bedrooms. This one has the nice walk-in closet as well. And then our final secondary bedroom with another walk-in closet here. Okay, so you definitely want to stick around because we're going to be talking about the prices in just a little bit. But first, let's go ahead and we're going to head over to our next model home so you can see what you get with a different builder. Okay, so we have made it next door to the Meritage model. And wow, this is an amazing home. So first of all, I love the front door that they have. It's the dark wood, but it's got the rainfall glass in it, so it's obscured and you can't see through. The other thing is that I noticed is they've got the really tall ceilings here in the entryway. Let's take a look. Look how tall those ceilings go. And to even let in more light, they have a window right up here up top. All right, so as we come in, we're gonna notice we've got a flex space right here. Say hi. And that can be used as a home office, or you can make it a flex space, game room. I mean, they've got a game room upstairs, but there's so many uses that you could do that. We've got a half bath right here off of the entry. And then let's come in a little bit further. Now you have your laundry room, and where this door is right here, this is actually going to be where you enter in from the garage. Now they have the 2-car garage, and then you've got your laundry room right off of that. But this is something I really like that they did. Check this out. You have got extra storage. Now this is what I call a Costco closet because it actually goes under the stairs. And look how much storage space you've got. You can hang your coats, but those big packages of the toilet paper, of the paper towels that you get that you never, ever, ever, ever have a place to put them. That's a great space. So that's why we call it the Costco closet. All right, Let's go a little bit further in. Now, this is the second flex space, and they have it set up. You can put it in an office. So if you needed 2 home offices, this would accommodate it very nicely. But you could also make this a formal living room. I mean, not living room, formal dining room. I like that you have these options. So if you needed 2 office spaces, you could do that. If you didn't, then you could make that into a formal dining room. And we're gonna come in a little bit further. And I love the openness of the living room. Now they have the tall vaulted ceilings. Check that out. You've got your nice kitchen island with your quartz countertop, and they have done a nice thicker quartz countertop. You've got your back cabinets and countertop with your 4-burner gas range, built-in microwave. Okay, now one of the things that I really do like about what Meritage has started doing, your home comes with not only the built-in microwave, the built-in range, but it also will come with the refrigerator, the washer and dryer, and the blinds. They have started including that in all of their new builds. I really think that that was a smart move because let's face it, you know, when you're moving into a new home, you may not have some of those items or you want new. So you can absolutely get that here with the Meritage. Okay, now when we come back into the kitchen, you've got a nice coffee bar area. Okay, now we got pantry time, guys. So let's see, what does their pantry look like? You know, we got to look at the pantries. All right, now that's not too bad. Not bad at all. So you've got a lot of space up top to put some of those larger appliances that you don't necessarily use all the time. You've got 5 shelves, and then you even have storage underneath. Okay, so what do you think? What do you think about that pantry? I say it's not really that bad, okay? We've seen a whole lot smaller, that's for sure. Okay, now we're gonna go into the living and the dining area. So you've got your casual dining right off of the kitchen. And that is open to the living area. Now remember when we took a look next door and we looked at the back lot, you know, these are on oversized lots. And that's going to be the same thing here. But I really was quite impressed with the fact of how much larger the lots are here at Windmore than some of the lots we've seen. And they also have the covered patio area, which is certainly nice, especially on these hot Texas days. Okay, let's head back in and see what we got. Now, right off of the living area, we're going to come into our primary bedroom. And this is kind of cute. You know, you've got a little nook area. And then we come into the primary. Now, this is a really nice size. You've got, look at that space between the bed and all the way on the, you get the large nightstands. Matter of fact, those are quite large, oversized. You have your king size bed. Still have room for a little sitting area. And then you have plenty of room for your chest, your dresser right here. Okay, so let's check out the primary bathroom. Now they have done the single vanity with the 2 sinks. Now I will just say this is a little small for me. You think about, you have 2 people that are getting ready in the morning, a little small, and they don't have any drawer space. You've got your large walk-in shower, and then they also have included a linen closet right here in the primary. And that's a nice size linen closet. Then we come a little further in and we've got a really large walk-in primary closet. But I will tell you, I would have preferred if they did double hung rods. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments, because there's plenty of space that they could have done the double hung, and that way you have more room for your hanging clothes. But this actual closet is, I would say it's probably a 10 by 10. It's as large as some of the secondary bedrooms that we've seen. Okay, let's head on upstairs and take a look up there. So your stairs are tucked away really right here off by the laundry room and the flex / formal dining room. So let's head up and see what we've got. So once we get upstairs, we come into the game room, and you can see how big this game room is. So they've got a full-size pool table and then some chairs and tables as well. So this is a huge space. That's a great job on the game room. And then right off the game room, you have tucked back here in this corner, a media room. Now check this out. They actually leave the ceiling open so you can see that they put spray foam up in the ceiling, up in the attic. And it's showing that the temperature up in the attic is reading 69.8 degrees. Man, if you ever have to go up in the attic and you know how hot it is, especially here in Texas, you know keeping that spray foam in is important because it does keep the temperature down in the attic. All right, let's look at our secondary bedrooms. So you've got one that's going to be right off of the game room. And it's a nice size with your closet. This is going to be a pretty standard closet. Double doors with the single hung rods. And then back in this direction, we have two more secondary bedrooms. And once again, these secondary bedrooms really are a very nice size. And then you have your secondary bathroom right here. Now there's a couple of things that I really like that they've done here. First of all, they've done the taller vanity. They did go ahead and they have the two sinks. So if you've got multiple kids trying to get ready in the morning, that definitely helps. Nobody's fighting for, who gets the sink. But the other thing I've noticed is they are doing the tile in the shower as well. I think that looks so much better. That is so much nicer than doing the shower inserts. And I know that some of the builders are still doing that, but I don't think that really it takes that much more to just do the tile in the shower. So that was a really good add. All right, now we're gonna head over to the amenity center because they have really got one of the most amazing amenity centers that I have seen in a long time. I really think that you're gonna like it. Okay, we have made it over to, I'm telling you, probably one of the most amazing amenity centers that I've seen in a really, really long time. So not only do they have this resort style pool, but they have got the workout facility. They have basketball court. They have pickleball courts. They have got the play structure. They have these amazing covered awning and sitting areas. Check this out. I mean, check it out. We've got sitting areas with the covered shade structure. That is so smart, especially for here in Texas. They also have fire pits that you can come and hang out here in the evening. They've got, of course, their resort style pool and then their amenity clubhouse. So the HOA dues here at Windmore are $9.75 per year. but that also includes your internet. So your internet is actually pre-installed, and part of the HOA dues that you pay actually go for internet service that's provided through Centric. I mean, guys, that can get expensive every year. So, I mean, I know I'm paying probably close to $100 a month for internet provider. That's $1,200 a year. And so the HOA dues at $975, you get all these amazing amenities with the pool, the pickleball court, the basketball court, the play structures, the workout facility in the clubhouse, and internet. That's a great deal. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about prices so you guys can see just what an amazing deal these homes are. Okay, so first of all, what did you guys think about that amenity center with the pickleball court, basketball court? That was such a cool amenity center. So let's talk about the prices here at Windmore. Now, you know, remember when we started out, I told you could get homes that were over 3,000 square feet for under $500,000. So let's think back, and I want you to remember the first house we saw. So the one for Trophy Signature. Now, they both, the Winters floor plan can be built on a 50-foot lot, or it can be built on a 60-foot lot. So if we're looking at the 50-foot lot, that home is 3,121 square feet. It is 5 bedrooms with 3 full baths, and it is currently listed at $449,900. So it's even under $450,000. Now, if we were to look at it on the 60-foot lot, if you'll remember, the 60-foot lots give you a 3-car garage. So if you were to look at a 60-foot lot, once again, it's 3,121 square feet, but you get the 3rd-car garage. That is currently listed for $467,900. What do you think about that? Not too bad. I mean, this is an amazing community. Okay, now let's talk about the one we're currently in. Now, this is the Meritage home. And we're in what is called the Haskell. And the Haskell is 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. It's $3,072. And, you know, depending upon the elevation, depending upon the lot, because some of the lots may be a little bit larger, but the most expensive Haskell that they have currently is listed at $466,583. So all of these homes, like I said, are under $500,000. You have homes that are over 3,000 square feet. Matter of fact, they currently have one here for Meritage that is a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, 3,429 square feet, and it is currently listed at $498,527. That's the most expensive home here in the community. So you can get well under $500,000. You know, you think about it, you've got all of the HOA amenities. With the HOA dues, you get your internet service provided. What do you guys think about that? Let us know in the comments what you think about Windmore. I think this is a fabulous community, and as a matter of fact, we're gonna start filming some more videos here down in this area of Princeton. It's like I said, I hadn't been down here before. All right. Make sure that you give us a call, shoot us a text. If you've got any questions, we would love to talk with you and find out what you're really looking for. And hopefully we will see you guys around the town.